Hello, I'm Viraaj Punia, one of 6 Dudemen, and happy belated Independence Day. Except no, not really. You see, that is not the day when we got independence. I mean, when we got independence is when the Revolutionary War ended, which was September 3rd, 1783. Well, it's the day we signed the Declaration of Independence, right? Wrong, that is not the day that we signed the Declaration of Independence. The DOI was signed on August 2nd, 1776. The 4th was when it was ratified, or approved. Right, so that previous information had nothing to do with this video. I just wanted to say it because the 4th just happened. So today I'm going to be telling you cool facts about every US president. Let's get started. So the first president, George Washington, did not have wooden teeth. He had teeth made from elephant tusks, walrus tusks, and ivory, which sucks. John Adams, number 2, was the first to live in the White House, not George Washington. Thomas Jefferson spoke 6 different languages. James Madison, who was the 4th president, was the tiniest president. He was this big. Nah, I'm kidding, he was only 5'4". James Monroe died on the 4th of July, 1831. Which is not Independence Day. John Quincy Adams was the son of John Adams. They were actually the first president father-son duo. And the 7th president, Andrew Jackson, sucked. But he was also the first president to ride in a train. And Martin Van Buren was the first American-born president. The rest were British. William Henry Harrison had some bad luck. He died of pneumonia and he was the only president for 31 days. And John Tyler had 15 children. James K. Polk was the first president to serve a nation from coast to coast. Zachary Tyler, the 12th president, never voted for any other president. And Millard Fillmore was the first president to have a stove and running water in the White House. Franklin Pierce memorized his entire inaugurational speech, which was 3,319 words. And James Buchanan was a bachelor. He never married. Abraham Lincoln was the tallest president and also the first president to be assassinated. Andrew Johnson was buried in an American flag with a copy of the Constitution. And Ulysses S. Grant was fined $20 for speeding on a horse. Rutherford B. Hayes had an awesome beard. He's also the first president to use a phone. His phone number was 1. James A. Garfield could write with both hands at the same time in different languages. And Chester A. Arthur changed his pants many times a day. He had 80 pairs of pants. Grover Cleveland was the first and only president to marry in the White House. And Benjamin Harrison was the grandson of the unlucky William H. Harrison, the guy who died after 31 days of presidency. And Grover Cleveland was also the 24th president as well as the 22nd president. William McKinley was the first president to use campaign buttons. And Teddy Roosevelt was the youngest president. And William H. Taft was the heaviest president. At 332 pounds, he once got stuck in a bathtub. Woodrow Wilson dreamed of being a stage performer, while Warren G. Harding gambled away a set of White House china. And Calvin Coolidge was the only president to be born on the 4th of July, which is not Independence Day. Herbert Hoover spoke Chinese to his wife to keep their stories private. And FDR was the only president to serve more than 2 terms. He served 4 terms. Harry S. Truman's middle name was S. Dwight Eisenhower was the commander of the Allied forces in World War II. And JFK was the youngest ever elected president. Lyndon B. Johnson was an auto mechanic and a teacher before being president. Richard Nixon was not cool, and he also chauffeured his future wife on her dates with other men. That's not awkward at all. Gerald Ford was a male model for Cosmopolitan magazine. Jimmy Carter was actually the first president to be born in a hospital. Ronald Reagan was actually the oldest president. He was president from when he was 69 to 77. George Bush survived 4 airplane crashes during World War II. And Bill Clinton used to play the saxophone on national TV. George W. Bush is also not cool, and he also has 250 signed baseballs. And Barack Obama is the first African-American president. Well, I hope you learned something today about the presidents, and Nishant, I will see you on Wednesday.